Here we'll be looking at k-mean clustering using the elbow method. Initially, we will import all the necessary libraries, and we will be using the customer spending CSV, which is basically a file containing 4 columns: income, age, days since buy, annual spend. And we're going to standardize the variable. And as we see, we can take all the columns in our data, which is basically income, age, days since buy, annual spend, and it will be all stored in this call variable, and we are going to iterate over it. So for first income, we're going to use the standardized variable formula, which is the value minus mean and the whole divided by the standard deviation. So we are going to do that for income, age, days since buy, annual spend. We're going to iterate over them, and for each of them, we're going to have a new column signifying their standard variable value. So for income, we have Z income, age, we have Z age, days since buy, we have Z days since buy, and annual spend, we have Z annual spend. Next, we are going to use the elbow method to select the number of clusters. We are going to start with taking an empty array, which is like an empty list. And then we are going to select our K, which is our number of clusters, from 2 to 10. So we'll start with 2 and go up all the way up to 10. And based on some parameter, we are going to choose 1K. So we know the columns which we are going to use are the standardized columns for income, age, days since buy, and annual spend. So we'll start from 2 and go all the way up till 10. And for each of them, we are going to create a k-means cluster and call the fit method on it. It's basically creating a model and giving the input values. And then the model gives us a value called inertia, which is basically a metric which measures how well a data set was clustered using the k-means. And here k-means basically means we will try with 2, then 3, then 4, then all the way up to 10. For each of them, we are going to save them in this SS list. And after all, it goes from 2 to 10. We are going to plot the metric which was given on which is specified here on the y column, y-axis, and the k, which was our number of clusters, on the x-axis. So as you can see, when the clusters were only 2, the initial value signify as error is really high. As we move along the greater value for k, 3, 4, and 5, it keeps reducing. After 5, there is not much change in the value, so we are going to choose 5 for our clusters. Next, we are going to conduct the k-mean clustering using the best number of number of cluster we found in the previous step. So here, using the k-means, we are going to specify the number of clusters, 5, and then we're going to call the fit method to create a model. And we'll create the labels, which are basically values from 0 to 4, because we have 5, so 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as we see, we have a new column here now. For each row, we have the specified cluster for it. Using the group by method, we can group all the clusters, and using the count method, we can count the number of rows that was associated to each cluster. So the cluster 0 has 201 rows, 1 has 197, 2 has 199, 3 has 199, and 4 has 204. And using the mean method, we can calculate the mean for each row. We can calculate the mean for each column.